Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here today. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook. Today I'm here to bring you a wig review in partnership with name brand wigs. This is a brand new style by Rene of Paris, and her name is Nell. This is in the color Rose Gold R. Nell is a brand new style and bangs are in. This one has a full fringe. If you want to know more about this basic cap machine made style, then stick around and I will tell you all about her. We'll also talk about this color and I'll show you inside and outside. Friends, I always timestamp my videos, so if you're only here to learn a few certain things, please go down to the description and read the timestamps so that you don't have to watch things you don't care about. It does help my channel though if you watch my video all the way through, so for those of you who do that, I appreciate you so much, but I'm here for you and you find what you need in those timestamps. Thank you so much, Name Brand Wigs, for sharing Nell with me. I'm so grateful to be able to work with you guys and show everybody all of these beautiful new styles. It's so important for these reviews to be available to all of us wig wearers so that we can make a good informed decision. If you want to know more about name brand wigs, there is a link in the description to this piece. They do have a lot of education at their website. They have a blog. They're wonderful. If you're struggling on your wig wearing journey, they also have a wonderful customer service team. They're there to support you. You can email them support at namebrandwigs.com. They also have a phone number at their website and you can call them. All right, everybody, let's take a look at Nell from all sides. When I took pictures, I realized this collar shirt makes it hard to see. Let's see if I go back like this, that short nape. So something to be aware of on this piece is it does have a very short nape. The nape is 1.5 inches. For some women, that's going to be a length that's too short for your low hairline. So please be aware of your own hairline if you're ever looking at a short wig so that you can learn which styles are going to be challenging for you. If you get a color close to your bio hair, you may be able to blend it. And when I take this wig off, I'll show you what I do to hide my bio hair so it doesn't stick out of short napes. Now this one has a full fringe, very full fringe. This whole top is a fringe. You know, bangs are in this season apparently, and Rene of Paris just launched 3 wigs. All 3 of them have bangs. So for my bang lovers, you are going to be so excited about this. Now this fringe is a bit shorter than most wigs that I have reviewed that have a bang. The fringe on this one is 2.3 inches. It is a rare day that I get a wig with a bang that does not need to be trimmed. I have a fairly short forehead. It's about, I forget now. I want to say it's 2.5 inches. And so I do find most bangs poke me in the eyes unless I shorten them. This one fits me perfectly, no trimming needed. So another reason for you to know your measurements, not just your head measurement, but this forehead to chin, forehead to, or like hairline, I should say, to chin, hairline to eyebrows, or wherever you would want bangs to fall, is so when you watch these videos and when you read the measurements of a wig on a website, you can get a sense of how it's going to fall on you and fit you. If you have a very big forehead, not saying that negatively, a wide forehead, a long forehead, a 2.3 inch fringe might be way too short for you. So please do your measurements so that you can make some informed decisions. Next I have a video in my new wig wearer series where I talk about how to measure your head and all of the different measurements that are important. So I will link that in the description for you in case you haven't seen it. I have 8 episodes of a new wig wearer series that teaches you a lot. So if you're new to wigs, that's a great place to start. Now Nell does have a basic cap. That means that there are no lace front features, no monofilament. Another name for a basic cap is machine made cap. And so that does keep the price point down a bit from wigs with those more pricey features. And when you have a wig like this with a full bang, a lace front is more of a nice to have sometimes than a need to have. Now I know some of you will disagree with me because I've talked to quite a few of you who are bang wearers and you shared with me you prefer bangs because if the wind blows, you don't want the bangs to blow up and show that lace front. Well, or show the non-lace front. this wig, the way that they've constructed it, I don't really think these bangs are blowing up. They're, like I said, they're fairly short, and they've done a little bit of layering on them as well. So I think if the wind blows it, it's going to blow these top layers, not really those bottom layers. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. Another thing that can be a concern on a basic cap wig is permatease, both just the presence of it and visible permatease. This wig, really all basic cap wigs have permatease. They need it. Otherwise you're going to see through to the cap if any wind blows. They have done such a good job. There is not heavy. There's a bit of a poofy permatease right here, just on the very top. Not really bad. I mean, there's not a lot. You're not getting a ton of lift on this one. The permatease isn't heavy and the hair isn't very long. There really isn't heavy. There is permatease coating all the way around, but it's not super heavy. It's just like just a coating, a layer. It's not too bad. You know, I don't find this to be terribly full. There is some volume on the top, but sometimes when you get a heavy permatease wig, it's like a helmet. This one isn't really feeling that way to me, so they didn't do an overdone job of permatease on this one. The other thing I really appreciate is it's not visible. So sometimes you will see visible permatease right at the part line. This one is not visible. If there's any visible permatease, it might be exactly right there on the crown. Nobody's going to see that. It's way back on the top. So unless you sit at a desk that's lower than everybody standing above you and you're constantly looking down and people are constantly staring here, which is very rare. Most people just look around while they're waiting for you. They're really not going to notice that permatease. Let's take a look at this cap. Oop, there goes my wig grip. Well, that's actually fortuitous because I can show you how I put my wig grip on then to hide your bio hair if that's an issue for you. So here's the cap. It's just a basic cap. No lace features, open wefting. We've got, the ear tabs are fairly rough. They don't have any of the soft velvety material on them and lots of hair sewn in on them. We do not have an extended nape, and we do have pull or bra strap type adjusters. The rest is open wefted. All right, everybody. Quick tutorial. I actually have a video showing how to do this, but I'll just do it right now for you guys because I know I get a lot of new wig wearers. So if you have bio hair that's a pain because it sticks out everywhere, or it's a really awkward length like mine and you can't really put it back in a ponytail, take a wig grip. This takes a little practice. I had a friend over yesterday and it was awkward for her because she doesn't do this. Whoa, my light just changed. But just put it on and you tuck all of your hair underneath. And now it's not going to poke out of the wig. I do have a video where I go a lot slower and I talk more about that. So if you need help, I'll link that video in the description as well. Okay guys, let's put this back on so you can see how easy this one is to put on. Throw it on, adjust it, play with the fibers, and that's it. You can tuck. It's cute tuck too, very tuckable. Really a throw and go. Now, I am going to hear from some of you. I already hear it. You're going to be making a comment about these bangs. You know, a full heavy fringe is not for everybody, but it is for some people. So let's just remember, just because our preference isn't a certain style, that doesn't mean somebody else isn't going to love it. But let's say you don't know. You've never had a fringe. You see some of the videos, the reviews, the pictures, and you're thinking, I don't know, I kind of like that. Well, let's say you get it and you don't love it. Accessories. If you wear a headband with a wig like this, that will really break up that heavy fringe. And then you just sort of pull some of the hair back. You can sort of mess it up so there's a little bit of volume above the headband or not, but that really makes a difference and breaks up the fringe. You can use a headband, you can use a bandana, you can use some clips and things, but I want to encourage you. Wigs are an opportunity to play and have fun and try new things. You won't always have success, and you have a couple of options when you don't. You can return, or you can find a way to make the wig work. Every purchase is a learning opportunity. So if you are even remotely thinking this or maybe another style you see could be good, but you're terrified because you don't know if it will be, styling is your best friend. I will link my Amazon store in the description. I have a ton of different headbands that I've bookmarked in there. These are perfect for wigs. They're so easy to put on. They're so classy looking and they don't squeeze your head. Everyone, let's talk about fit. Rene of Paris is known for running very true to average. This one is pretty average in my opinion. I have a 22-inch circumference and I do not have this cinched in at all. It does have some stretch. So if you want to try it and you have a maybe 22.25 circumference and you're used to your wigs feeling a little snug, you could try it. I do get a little bit of extra cap up here. I do have a very petite over the top of my head. It's not an excessive amount of cap though, and I get really good coverage on the sides. The hair tied into the ear tabs really helps with that, and it really allows for good tucking and good coverage. So I can tuck this and I don't have to worry about seeing the cap or seeing my bio hair. So it really fits very, very true to average, but not bigger than average at all in my opinion. We made it to color. Rose Gold R. I want to take this off and I want to hold it while I talk about it. It's so helpful to me to be able to look at it as I describe it. So I would consider this a light blonde. It's a warm blonde. I don't see this as a yellow blonde though. Now it does say that it has some reddish highlights. They're so muted. I'm really struggling to see any red in this at all. I just don't think it's named very well, or they didn't use a heavy hand on those highlights. Highlighted pieces can have a lot of variability, so you could get one in this color that has a lot more of the reddish highlights. I'm just not really seeing them in this one. This does have a very soft root. It's a medium light brown and it's just barely a shadow. It's not a long root at all. It's a very, very pretty color. I would consider it a warm blonde, not a yellow blonde, and I'm really not seeing the red that they talk about. I really don't see it at all, you guys. It doesn't have a lot of highlights. It's really a very pretty color. It's not excessively highlighted. It's not super dynamic. It's just a really pretty warm blonde with a root. Let's get outside so we can see this color outside. Maybe we'll see a little bit more of those reddish highlights in there outside. Let me know if you have any questions though. I'm always happy to answer. This is a color you might need to watch a lot of reviews on to see how other pieces look. Maybe there's variability. Thanks for watching, you guys, and thank you so much, Name Brand Wigs, for partnering with me. All right, friends, here we are outside on a snowy day to take a look at Rose Gold R. So I did do a test video and I looked at it, and I do see maybe a little potential of the kind of reddish tones that they refer to out here in the light that I didn't see inside. It's super, super subtle, but kind of right over here. Turn. I wish I could give you sunlight and no snow. Seems like every time I go to film a video, it's either drizzling or it's snowing. That's all right. Still outside light, right? And then you can see that rooting. Okay, everyone. I hope this helped. Thank you for watching.